What up, everybody? My name is Mark Galloway, and welcome to vlog number 30. Yep, vlog number 30. And this is it's been a long time since I've done vlogs, hasn't it? So, I don't want to necessarily say that this is a special vlog. In one way, it is. But, however, we are going back to Atlanta. Yep, Atlanta, Georgia. And this, not only that, well, I'm going to get to this in a second. So I've been to a few monster truck shows since the pandemic started, even though it was easing down, going up and down. But however, though, this is my first Monster Jam event in over a year since the pandemic started. Yeah, Monster Jam hasn't really been doing much since the pandemic. Like, since the pandemic, lots of shows postponed, canceled, not even one show. So even though Monster Jam is pretty much getting back into section, they're not really like doing like a full season or a road to the world finals kind of like thing. So they're just doing like a one tour, and then they're just doing shows back and forth. So, yeah, first Monster Jam show I've ever been to since the pandemic started back in 2020. And also, the other thing, I have been hearing reports saying that it's gonna rain on Saturday. I hope it doesn't, but it's very likely gonna rain over there. So, and also, this is going to be my first trip back to Atlanta since that unfortunate incident last year. I'm not going to go into talking about it. It really gives back bad memories, but hopefully things will be a lot better this time. There's unfortunately not going to be a pit party, however, and as much as I want to try to meet the drivers or take selfies with them at least, I don't think it's going to happen. I've been doing like this series called Son Enter Adam, the sequel. Son Enter Adam, the sequel, trying to see if they'll do something to get me backstage, say hello or whatnot. I don't think it'll happen, but yeah. Also, before, I'm actually gonna have to hurry this part up because I want to go ahead and start packing, so be sure to get ready and wash up. But first, I do want to show you something. A couple days ago, I was involved in a car accident. It wasn't a huge car accident where I was in the hospital. It was a minor accident. So I'm going down one street. I'm going to go into a little detail. So I'm going down Route 303. I go into the right turning lane. I didn't see anyone in front of me signal or anything like that. It looked like they were going to stay and go straight. I go into the turning lane. Next thing I know, guy cuts me off, scrapes my car. And despite the fact that I lay my hand on the horn, he doesn't try to avoid me or anything like that. He just proceeds, and this is the result. See? He got sorry about the sunlight. So yeah, he got me right here on the fender, and also the left bumper. Yeah, he got it pretty good. It's also popping up right here. So yeah, I'm a little bit stressed about that. Right now, what I'm doing is that we're trying to get the insurances to come together and see if they'll be able to cover this up. I can still take care of it, even if it's a lot of money. But I just want to get this burden off my chest for really all parts. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get packing. I'll catch you guys back later. So I just washed up. I'm all shaved. I got my bed all fixed. And yep, this is a new bed set. I actually got a new bed sheet. So I got a new blanket, a new fleece blanket, Monster Jam. So you have Gas Monkey Garage, Devastator, El Toro Loco, Brodozer, Gravedigger, Blue Thunder, Classic Bill Ford Tough. This is more like the classic Monster Jam up until before the current era Monster Jam. This monster truck I'm not really aware of. The Honda the high voltage Honda generation. I need to know more information about that truck. I also got Monster Jam pillowcases, Megalodon, and under here is more of the current era of Monster Jam. I'll try to give you a quick look, but it's more of the same logo as that right there. Also, so I'm just finishing packing. I also got ponchos and a foldable umbrella. This is just in case that if the rainy weather, does supposedly happen tomorrow, then I'm going to come prepared. And also, like I said, there is most likely not going to be a pit party for this show due to the fact that, for one, it's coronavirus standards, even though Monster Jam on a couple occasions has done pit parties, but could do a meet and greet at the end. I don't know. But so I'm just gonna come prepared, and it's not really gonna be hot out there. It is spring, but it's just gonna show some mid temperatures from 40 to like 55 or something degrees. But yeah, I'm also going to double check the hotel and see if there's a pool so I can bring a bathing suit or something. It might be indoors, well for indoors, but yeah. I'm just making sure I'm all set to go. I'm just gonna have some breakfast, and then I'm just gonna do what I do over here, and then maybe leave around 11:30 or 11:45 to go to airport. And I'm gonna remember to bring a mask, stay clean. And yeah, it's gonna look like I'm looking up, but yeah, I'm looking up at the screen, filming this with a new camera, and I'm hoping it does very well. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna catch up with you guys, and I'll see you on my next part. Okay, so I just ate. Didn't really eat anything too special. I just had an omelet and a bagel with cream cheese. That was it. So I'm now completely packed. I'm just getting the rest of my stuff together, and I'm on my way out. So next time you'll see me, I'm either going to be in the car or at the airport. And yes, I do have my mask, which is, do I have it in my pocket? No, yep, there it is. Yeah, it was buried on my mask right here. It was under my rest pillow and laptop. So yeah. Also, when I'm in Atlanta, I'm not really gonna see Annie due to the fact that, like, even though I'm, half vaccinated, I'm not sure if Annie's vaccinated. But like either way, I'm not gonna be visiting her this year. But I am gonna be hopefully reuniting with Lamar. If you remember him from the last time I was in Atlanta before the incident, hopefully I'll be able to do some catching up and maybe vlog with him a little bit if I get the chance. But I'm only going to be there for about a couple days, so yeah. Anyways, I'm now going to get my stuff together. So I'm now here at Newark Airport. So TSA, once again, it's probably going to be like this a lot. That they're going to scan the belt inside of my suitcase. They're going to get the belt on TSA through the x-ray. They're going to pull it aside, just make sure everything's okay. It happens a lot. First couple times, it didn't really go through TSA for some strange reason. But it's been like that more often. Also, another incident happened once again during TSA. I lost another lace, popped right off, and it's not that bad. I don't feel the shoe loose or anything like that. So I'll power through it. It's no big deal. I'll get it replaced. The shoe will be fine. I won't let it bother me. First time when it happened, when I went to Springfield, it did bother me a little bit, but yeah, you remember those rubber laces that I had replaced with the usual tying laces, so yeah, another rubber lace, it popped off again as I was putting them back on. Don't know why. Maybe I just pulled them a little too tight. So it's no big deal. I'll just let it go, fix it when I get back. So now here at the airport, gonna fix up something to drink, maybe a little snack, and then we're ready to go. So while I have another couple of hours until the plane starts boarding, I stopped here at Aunt Auntie's, and they have this brand new product right here. And hold on, let me get this out of the way. They have something new here. If I can get the lid open, they have a personal pan pizza, and that looks so delicious. It is a little hot, so I am gonna let it cool, but when I get the chance, I am definitely gonna taste it. I'm not gonna risk burning my mouth, just like that. So let's give it a couple minutes, and I'll definitely try for you. We're now here at the terminal. We're now waiting for our flight. We're waiting for a flight now. So now I'm going to be trying the personal pan pizza from Aunt Annie's. So here we go. Let me just get a slice here. I gotta just take off my mask at the right moment. Alright, here we go. Pretty good. It just basically tastes like your personal pan pizza. Typically at every restaurant you get it. It's good, but nothing too special. It just tastes like nothing too special. I mean, it just tastes like a typical personal pan pizza.
We now have just about an hour before we start boarding. I'm very full right now, so that pizza, like I said, it just tasted like any personal pan pizza that you would get at a show or a fairgrounds, stuff like that. And I also had a cinnamon sprinkled pretzel. So I know I'm supposed to be on a diet, but like I'm planning a cheat day every end of the month or beginning of the month. And when it comes to vacations, that's the one thing I can't help but do: eat some delicious stuff, because some of them might not end up being some stores I might have never been to before. So just gotta continue waiting. Hopefully maybe I can start doing some stuff on my laptop while I still wait.
We're now just a few minutes away from boarding. There's a monorail. Here's a quick outside view of the airport from JetBlue on gate number 21. So beautiful. Okay, we're about to take off. So nearly had a problem. I had a problem with the suitcase going up in the carriages above. Couldn't get it to fit at first, and I thought for sure I was gonna have to get the flight attendants to check it and put it under the plane in the cargo beneath. But thankfully it worked out. There was a space that was barely big enough to fit my suitcase. It's up there. Almost had my baggage claim. Almost had my luggage stored in the bottom. But yeah, worked out. And now about to take off. There's no backgrounds or anything like that. I'm standing against the wall. So yeah, we're here in Atlanta, Georgia now. And yeah, it's kind of weird a little bit being back in Atlanta after that incident last year, but you know, I'm hoping things will be better. Okay, the weather said that I'm hoping that there won't be as much rain tomorrow, or worst or best case scenario, it won't rain. But my voice is muffled because of this mask. So if it doesn't rain tomorrow, well, okay. Well, here's the thing. It's actually sunny out, though it's semi-cloudy. But the weather said it was supposed to be very cloudy, but it's not. Okay, so I'm gonna hang out here at the airport for a little bit, go to the restroom, and I'm going to take a little walk, and then I'll book an Uber to the hotel, and I'll pick up things from there. Just hopefully I'll run into Lamar, maybe today, maybe sometime before the show, who knows. Alright, I gotta take care of this. Okay guys, we're now here at the ground transport area. Alright, so silly me. So the first time I was on the train, I got off at another concourse, I'm going to try to speak up a little louder. So the concourse is what I was getting off at, not ground transportation. So like, I got off at one transport, don't know if it was B, C, or whatever. So then I end up walking up to, I think it was number E, or letter E. I think it was letter C. Then I got back on the train, and now here I am. And now I'm at the ground transport area. Now I'm gonna book my. Okay, I'm here at my hotel room. The Uber ride was actually pretty good. Okay, so like from the looks on the app, it looked as if the hotel was 8 minutes away. How wrong was I? It was actually 45 minutes away from the airport. So. Yeah, the prices were high for some reason at one time when I thought it was 8 minutes away. I really got to try to angle this camera a little bit. I really thought the hotel would, the prices were like almost up to $100, and at first I was like, wait, why is it so high for something that's 8 minutes away? And it turns out that it's the Uber driver that was 8 minutes away. So then, yeah. So I'm here at the hotel. It's called Western Hills Inn and Suites. It's kind of like one of those classic hotels, kind of like, they try to make it as modern as they can, but they do have a lot of throwback things. So the reason why, I picked this hotel, and anything like fancy or anything like that, is because Atlanta Motor Speedway from over here is just down the street. So let's take a quick tour. Right here is the sink setup. Yeah, the bathroom is right over here. It's gonna look like it's a closet. That's sort of a closet right here. Is it zoomed out? Yeah, this is a little bit of a closet setup going down right here. Yeah, this is a bathroom door with a mirror, and in here is where you have an old style shower, and right here this is the toilet, and right here is the sink setup, and you have like a very big mirror setup right here. You can see how very big this is. Oh, this is also pretty cool. You see how this door is like wide open, and it's like covering this whole this whole narrow path that goes into the bedroom. Like if you just do that, it almost looks as if this is all privacy. It's almost as if there's another door right here. So yeah. So this is the bathroom and the sink. And right here we have an old style painting in a lovely frame. An old style telephone for the front desk, and you have some two-side lamps right here. This is a queen size bed for two, but you know it is for one. An old classic wooden chair. Old classic wooden chair. Let me see if I can get a. Can I get? Let me see if I can get the lights turned on. Oh no. This one. All right. Yeah, this one doesn't have a light bulb. This one does though. Yeah. So yeah, there's a classic style wooden chair, and you also have a desk right here that I'm gonna use this for a little bit of some work, some office work. And also right here you have a microwave in case if you brought like any food inside or whatnot. Got a fridge, dresser. You got a HD style TV. So yeah, nothing too special about the room, but you know it's pretty good. It'll come in handy for just a couple nights. So I'm going to see. So Domino's. I'm actually going to see if I can get some pizza for dinner. See if I can get it delivered. I don't know if they're allowed to deliver inside because there was a sign that said no visitors allowed. I do hope they do deliver, but I think it's going to be more like, hey, you can't deliver. They might tell him, hey, you can't deliver to the rooms, or you know they're going to have to pick it up outside. But anyways, yeah. And also this is the view out from. This is my window. It's a pretty nice view. I mean, nothing too special. It's obviously like it basically gives out like a woodsy area view. You also have a sidewalk, and you also see a little bit. You have that advertisement board right there, and basically there's the freeway right there. Not like a highway, but just like a throughway. So yeah, that's basically my apartment, guys. I'm gonna settle in and try to get some work done and get some food. The food is here. Right here, what I got is a fudge brownie dessert. I really hate that it does that. And I have a cheeseburger pizza. And finally, what I have here, I have a Pib Extra. I don't get a drink like that in New York. Also, what I found out is that there's a Waffle House down the street, so hopefully before I leave, if I get the chance before I leave Atlanta or Hampton, whatever, I hope I can get something from over there. This stuff over there is pretty good as well. All right, I'm gonna enjoy my meal, hit the hay, and then get ready for tomorrow. Have a pretty big day. And also, I'm gonna see if I can try to get some work done on my laptop. So, yeah. So, let's hitch in for the night. Okay, guys, I know the lighting is a little bad right now, and I apologize. So, the bed was pretty comfy. I had a pretty good sleep. Alright, so as I said, like, when I landed, I tried to say, I don't know if you were able to hear me. Like I said, I don't know if you guys were able to hear me well because my mask was muffling my voice, and so I could imagine that you guys couldn't hear me, and it's understood. Well, at least not very good. So I was like, so the weather might not be as what predicted or what the app shows, because when I landed, it was supposed to be cloudy, but it was pretty sunny. But Saturday it was supposed to be rainy. I thought things would change, but here it is. So here's the outside. It's pouring out there, and not too long ago I even heard a strike of thunder. Yeah, so it's pretty nasty out there. This is a problem. So I went to Facebook of Atlanta Motor Speedway and Monster Jam to see if they provided any updates regarding the shows for 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Saturday. So Monster Jam and other monster truck shows, they technically still can do shows in rainy conditions because, you know, they've been through mud, you know, lots of times. And, you know, they can still do a show whether if it's raining. But, you know, with thunder, it becomes a different story. So I went to the Facebook profiles of Atlanta Motor Speedway and Monster Jam. Monster Jam hasn't said anything yet, but for Atlanta Motor Speedway, they did say that like Monster Jam is a rain or shine event. And because of thunderstorms in the reported area, it's very likely that they're going to postpone the show or cancel the 11 a.m. show and maybe wait till 5 and see if this rain will probably ease down enough or such like that. So I really don't know what's gonna happen here. I am gonna keep in touch with the Facebook and see if they confirm that this show is not gonna happen, or maybe the 11 a.m. show will be canceled, and then maybe they'll still do the 5 p.m. show. And I really hope they can do that. So yeah, hopefully things go through. I mean, like, if they're still not going to be able to do a show later today, and the problem, I'm going to have to see if I can postpone my flight till Monday and see, because I'm only supposed to be in this hotel for one more day, so I don't know where I'm going to be able to spend the night. So yeah, this is going to be very, very stressful. So yeah, let's just hope things pull through. Okay, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to make it out. Like, the only bummer about this new camera that I really can't stand is that, like, I can't get it to focus or anything like that. But right here, if you're able to read it, I don't even know. Okay, so I'm going to just keep the camera on myself and probably just explain what it says right here. So that's unless if you were able to make it out. So the update about today's 11 a.m. show is, so they only delayed it for a half hour. So the show is still going to happen for 11 a.m. However, though, they're only delaying it for a half hour, so the gates will now open at 10:30, and the show is going to begin at 11:30. So, and here's a little update on the weather. It is still coming down, but it's more like coming down in like a drizzle. So the rain is easing up. The only thing I just hope happens is that the seats will not be as soaking wet. I mean, like, the seats that I'm very much gonna be in are gonna be exposed to the rain. So I am gonna be sure to put on a poncho before I go out to my seat. I just know what I'm gonna do before. I just know what I'm gonna do before I go out to my seat. I am going to bring my umbrella for sure. So, yeah. So, regardless, I think it should be an interesting show. I'm going to see if Lamar will be able to see if he'll come get me or whatnot. I don't know. If we're going to be able to do something before the gates open. I don't know. So, yeah. So, regardless, the show is still going to be on. It is a rain or shine event. So, I just hope I don't get soaking wet or anything like that. I also do have a ticket for the 5 p.m. show. So, hopefully also by the 5 p.m. show, it won't be raining anymore. It is supposed to still be thunder, but, you know, weather can change. It is reported that the thunderstorms in the area are decreased. So, I just hope that by then it won't rain anymore, but regardless, the track still could be wet. So, anyways, guys, here we go. Fingers crossed. Okay, guys, I'm now dressed as #MarkCrush. And I have some pretty good news. As you see right here, it is like there is a drop there and there, but it stopped raining for the most part. So, yeah, we're actually should be good to go. So, I'm actually gonna have to walk to the speedway because unfortunately there's no ride. I don't have a ride right now. I tried messaging Lamar, heard nothing back. So, worst case scenario, I might not see him today. Or at all this weekend. So, yeah, I'm actually going to walk. It's not that far. It's only about 30 minutes to walk. I'm going to have my umbrella. I have my camera for the show. Sunglasses case, poncho, just in case the rain comes back. And actually, for once, I'm actually glad I'm not going to bring any merchandise. I mean, I guess I don't care now if I see the drivers or not. I guess all that matters is seeing a good show. I am going to keep my mask protected. I am going to wear it as I walk out, and maybe I'll take it out once I get outside, put it in my pocket, but I want to be careful not to drop it. Because if I do, somehow need to get a new mask. So anyways, guys, I'm going to just let my phone charge a little bit more, and we're on our way. And I'm actually going to have to switch to my phone for only a couple of clips of the vlog, because I think I might have enough to carry it, and I don't know. I don't think this vlog carrier is very necessary to bring. But anyways, guys, let's go. Okay, good news, guys. It's not really raining right now. I did see a little bit of sunlight from up there. It's still pretty overcast, though. So, good news, it stopped raining. So, and also good news. Okay, well, the thing was, okay, here's the thing about me trying to walk. I wasn't sure about doing it because, like, it didn't look like that there was any
sidewalks. I just felt like I had no choice but to walk, even if it means I was going to get pulled by a cop saying, hey, you can't walk on the highway or anything like that, even if it's technically not a highway. But good news is I was able to find an Uber. I tried one more time. There's an Uber. They're just completing a trip. It's actually going to be a little bit. Hopefully it won't be like too late for me to get there before the show starts. But like they're supposed to be here in about 15 minutes. They're just completing a trip down the road. So yeah, Uber is going to come pick me up and I'll be at the stadium. Okay, so got my Uber. I'm here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And thankfully the guys over here directing traffic were pretty nice. They were saying like she wanted to know like if she was gonna have to go into the parking lot to drop me off, but they were nice enough to just let me get out, walk onto the premises, and yeah, so I'm here. Hopefully there will be some fans right here that I can say hello to. Maybe a best case scenario I can like sign an autograph or something if I'm lucky, or at least take a picture. Anyways, let's go get our seat. I gotta be sure to save some battery for my phone so I can save enough power for not only the next show but also another Uber home, or unless if I had to walk home. I'll catch you guys later. I'm so annoyed at one thing right now. As I'm going through security, the people checking the bags, they confiscated my umbrella because they said they weren't allowed, and that sucks. So it looks like when my mom finds out, she's gonna have to want a new one. So yeah, that's too. I mean, like, that's one thing I didn't know, so it looks like I'm only gonna have to wear a poncho now, in case if it does rain again. But regardless, rain, let's just go enjoy the show. Look at this track. It is insane. There's a bus stack, and there's an amazing, like, Chicago style. Oh my gosh, there's a van stack, backflip ramp, wow. This show is a throwback style. I love it. This is amazing. The seats, though, they are a bit soaked. I don't know if you can see any water or anything, but yeah, that sucks. Good thing I have a poncho set up under my butt. And guys, look, the Monster Jam stunt truck, the current design one is right over there. And you can also see the one half of the monster truck's over there, and the other half right over there. Again, yeah, look at how big this track is. I cannot believe I'm gonna record this thing. Let's do this. The first show just ended. It was a lot of fun. Met up with some friends. I couldn't find Son and Adam anywhere. So I'm gonna do one more episode to the Son and Adam series. I'm also gonna see if I can do what I can to find a ride back to the hotel and then come back a little later. But right now I'm not having so much luck right now, so this is kind of a big problem. But I'll try and see if I could get an Uber back to the hotel. I'll do what I can, but right now I just gotta see what I can do. I also gotta do what I can to save battery on my phone. Okay, good news, guys. So after coming out of the show, I mean, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to walk back to the hotel myself or wait on an Uber. But I want to thank these guys from the monster truck community. What's your guys' name?
Ethan Jones.
Oh, Ethan Jones.
What's
yeah,
up?
I remember you. What's going on?
Connor Bauer, Best Jelly on Instagram.
Tommy V. And it's Josh Gajewski.
Oh, Josh Gajewski. I remember the Rigs of Frauds days.
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah. Oh yeah, guys. By the way, for those of you who do not know, or for some of you who do, I used to be one of the fellow competitors on the Rigs of Frauds series. It was a great time, but you know we're kind of growing out of it.
Yeah.
But
Beam is where it's at.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so these guys are hooking me up with an Uber. I will pay them back, but yeah, they're gonna give me a ride back to the hotel, and I will meet up with someone later on. But if I see you guys at the next show, we're gonna have a blast. I know that.
Yeah. Sure.
Thanks for being here. Let's go.
Okay, guys, I'm back at the hotel, and I honestly didn't think I was gonna make it back to the hotel. So here's a big update on the weather. Outside, if I can get the camera, look at that. If you can make out what it is. It's perfectly sunny out there. There's no rain, no anything. And there is clouds right up here in the sky. But look at this. It's completely dry, drying up. There is some minor puddles, and except for that one right there. But look at this. It's very sunny. It's warming up. And I feel like the 5 o'clock show is going to be a lot better. So, yeah. I'm just waiting to see if Lamar will be available. Last time I heard from him, he called me after the show. I told him what happened, and and is at the airport waiting for people. So hopefully he'll pick me up shortly and see if we can go somewhere real quick before the show. And then after that, I'm gonna leave up some clothes, get ready for tomorrow, head to the airport, head back home. And I also saw that the Waffle House was right down the street from the Wendy's. Don't know if I'm gonna actually have any food from over there though. Anyways, and also while I'm at the show, I'm gonna try if I can get a souvenir pic in Bakugan Dragonoid. So yeah. And also that's just about it. So hopefully I'll try to catch up on you guys very soon. I'm just catching up on some stuff. So sadly, nothing from Lamar. So, but I do hope I can see him at the show. I really need to work on my camera angles and where I'm looking at the camera, because like when I'm looking up, I'm actually looking at these. I'm actually looking at this screen right here. It actually just does help me a little bit. All right, and yeah, this camera doesn't really focus much on the computer, words or anything like that. So yeah, there's some stuff I just really need to still figure out about this camera and like how I can make it work properly. So yeah, so don't worry about me looking up or messing up the angles. I'm doing my best, guys. Okay, so like I said, I'm just my first time using this camera for a vlog. Anyways, guys, my Uber is actually on the way, and booking it for a later time actually worked, and I am thinking it's gonna work tomorrow morning. So gotta get my stuff back together, and we're gonna head back to the raceway. So yeah. Also, real quick, guys, I just noticed that my channel, Lego Fan 506, my own channel, has just reached 60,000 subscribers. I don't know if it might have been yesterday, but guys, this is amazing. We're only 40,000 subscribers away from my channel reaching 100,000 subscribers. And guys, thank you so much. That really means the world to me, and I really cannot thank you guys enough. But I really do hope we can make this channel as popular as it can be if I can start being more active on here as I possibly can. But guys, still, thank you so much. 60,000 subscribers on Lego Fan 506. It's absolutely insane. Thank you.
So, back at the Speedway, had an Uber drop me off. Oh, there's a plane. There's a plane flying over. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. Alright, so, yeah, I wasn't sure if I got it. I got it a little bit. Alright, so, actually that is because there is an airport right next to the Speedway, just like, right across just from over there. So, back at the Speedway, the weather is actually really warm. It is pretty overcast. I do have a poncho just in case, but hope it doesn't rain. I mean, the weather has been a lot more drier. Let's just hope it just stays this way. Really praying that it doesn't rain or anything like that. Back at the Speedway, hopefully, I'm running out of breath from talking so much and this mask. So hopefully I can reunite with my friends, take a picture while I'm at it, and we'll see where we go from here. Okay, it's not really raining so badly. It is a little drizzle. There's a few drops there and there. I hope it doesn't really get too hard. It does look like that it's passing a little bit. But seriously though, I do hope it just stays at least like a drizzle there and there. But just really hope it doesn't get too bad. Guys, it's literally happening again. We have overcast clouds taking over right here in Hampton. We're like in freestyle portion of the show, and we're in the freestyle portion with only a few trucks left. Next thing, we saw lightning in the background, and they literally just postponed the show and said take cover. So we're currently taking cover. This is exactly like WrestleMania that passed a couple weekends ago, and this is also exactly like what happened at Monster Jam World Finals 20 when a lightning storm was struck, and then we had to take cover right here not here, but like Cabin World Stadium under the seats. So like I don't know how long this storm's gonna last, but like we know that I hope it passes over soon. I hope there's nothing I can worry about. So right now we're waiting for the weather to pass over. This is insane. It's getting so bad right now. There's even water coming right through the bleachers right over there on that side. I'm gonna try to give you guys an angle. Look at this. You can even see water coming through the gutters right there. Yeah, it's getting so bad. This could last for quite a while. We could be trapped here for hours, for all I know.
the show's over. Yeah, my hair looks crazy, man. There's Atlanta Motor Speedway. So the Uber, there's no sign of an Uber anywhere. So I'm actually for real gonna walk back to the hotel. Right now I'm just walking along the sidewalk. I'm gonna follow these cars, just follow the map, just get there safely. I know I have my Uber booked for tomorrow. I really hope my Uber comes in the morning then. I really wanna get a ride back to the airport, safe, catch my flight. So hopefully things work out in the end. So here we go. I'm gonna get back to you when I get back to the hotel and let you know how everything went. We're back in the hotel. We're back on the vlogging camera for the rest of the vlog. So I ended up taking the walk. I did not catch a ride or anything like that. I did end up walking. Uber failed to show up, so I canceled that ride, and so I just ended up walking on the sides of the street and made it back all the way to the hotel. It was actually a pretty good walk. So, and then I thought about getting Wendy's, but due to the pandemic, well, I mean, there's several, the Wendy's, different, there's like a few different Wendy's that have taken different precautions due to the pandemic. So, there's a few that you're able to walk in and out, but there's a few, this one included, that did not allow customers to go inside. You're only allowed to do the drive-thru. So, no, couldn't go in Wendy's, and I couldn't use the drive-thru, obviously. So, I just ended up ordering some Dairy Queen food from DoorDash. So, yeah. And also, I started a little bit of packing process. Oh, by the way, I did get a souvenir right here with the modern Monster Jam design, and I chose Bakugan Dragonoid. I do have one with Spider-Man, and I have one with Gravedigger. The Gravedigger that they had photoshopped was Pablo Huffaker's Gravedigger. I have like Dennis Henderson's, but it's alright. I already have it anyway. So I feel like I've done what I had to do with the photos and stuff like that. Yeah, and unfortunately, didn't get to meet the drivers. It sucked, but you know, pandemic, and you know, there's rules that we have to go by. And I'm actually glad that we didn't have to bring I didn't have to bring my souvenirs. So yeah, you would only have to purchase them. So what happened is that like on one part of the show, it did start to rain a little hard, and then as Megalodon did his freestyle, we saw lightning strikes, literally, through the clouds in the background and in the further distance, and some very much up close. So then that's when they had to put the show on hold for about 35 minutes, and then we went back in, and then we finished it off. And it even was raining so hard that there was even water coming right through the bleachers, right through the underpass. So, yeah, it was not fun, and it was crazy. It was also pretty chilly, too. So, yeah. So the rest of the show went good, and made the best of the walk. And I even got some people walking on my way out and walking. I even got a couple people saying, hey, that's a nice belt, because I was carrying it over my shoulder, and the belt was actually facing backwards. So, yeah, I got some attention of a couple people. So, yeah. So now I'm just going to have some a dinner, and then I'm going to hit the hay, get up early, pack, brush my teeth, and then head to the airport. Let's just hope my Uber gets here as scheduled. Okay, it's now around 7:30. I don't have about a couple hours, 2 hours until my Uber gets here, and I really still hope my Uber does get here. But yeah. So right now I'm just packing. Just got one end of my stuff packed. These are my fresh clothes that I did not wear for this weekend, so I might put them right there. And might be able to do a couple of things on my laptop. I want to keep it the last thing to pack. And yeah, my bag right there, wallet, socks that I'm gonna wear, headphones. These are my these ones I'm going in a bag. I'm just basically I just only have a couple things left to put in this suitcase. So yeah, and there is like a few people that I've been talking to, like some friends of mine, you could say, And we do have about 1 or 2 more shows for today on Sunday. But the thing was when I was booking my flight, that it was leaving on Sunday at around 11:30 a.m. Excuse me, but yeah, so I couldn't get a ticket for today, and I know there's just people that wanted to see me, but I mean, like, there's nothing I can do at this point to change it. So yeah, but I do hope I can meet up with them maybe later this year. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna finish getting ready, packing. I mean, there's no rush, but I mean, like, I just wanna get I just still wanna finish up either way. As I'm continuing to wait, I'm looking outside again. This is my first look at the sunrise. I was about to say sunset. I don't know why. So this is my first look at the sunrise outside my window. We have woods on this side right here, and we have sun coming through the trees. The sun's coming in and out. There's some clouds over there. They are moving though. Yeah, sun's about to come out right. There's some sun reflecting off of the grass right here. You can see it now. It looks pretty beautiful. This is the weather that I wish was, on Saturday, but, So, this is my last look at this window. Packing is finished. All I have left is just the stuff right here for the bag. So, yeah, I'll be sure to get everything once my Uber is almost here. It really is pretty cool. So I just went through TSA, and they didn't actually check my luggage for once. That's actually a pretty big relief. I'm now gonna catch the train, get to my gate. So, just got off the train. By the way, right behind me is some history that was used and worn by Martin Luther King himself. So, we just got off the train. It was a good ride. Pretty chilly at the same time. We're at Concourse E, so couldn't film any of it. Was just focused on hanging on. So yeah, we're now just making our way now.
Under that seat in front of you for easy access after takeoff. We do encourage all of our customers to follow recommendations from the CDC. This includes washing your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds or using
Woo! So we just got off the plane. We are now back in Pullman, New York. And for the first time, I actually sat in the front row. It was pretty neat. I got off the plane a lot quicker, but except there was like no. They claimed that there was no room for me to like even put my laptop down. The flight attendant claimed that that I couldn't put my laptop on the floor. There was nowhere for it to store. They had to put it up on the carriage, and I had to film a couple of stuff with my phone. So I'll explain a little bit more when I get back to the house. We're back home. So the flight was pretty good. So here's what I was trying to tell you when I was walking out. Excuse me, guys. So the first class, the first section. I really need to work on this camera angle. So on the first so sitting in section A of the plane was actually pretty nice. It's like the first row that you would sit on, and it's like, okay, so like it was a smaller plane, so it might have not been anything special, but it still is. So if you were to go on an airline that goes longer, then you would have like a more comfortable seat and more room for your legs and stuff like that. So this plane was a little bit like it, but it was different. So there was no table for me to store my laptop or anything like that. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath. So when I placed my bag and stuff like on my left side where I could just like stack it up, the flight attendant had to get my attention and say, you can't have that stuff right there. I'm gonna need to store it up for a little bit. So upon takeoff, they would take your stuff, put it up in the carriage, and then once we're in the air, then they would give the stuff back to you. So after we take off, she gives me my stuff, and then once we landed, and when the pilot was like, you gotta put your stuff away, put the tables back up, stuff like that, then you have to you have to put your stuff away, hand it back to the flight attendant, and then give it back to you. And no, then you give it back to them, and then they put it back in the carriage unit, and then we land, and then you get your stuff back completely. So it was all right. I mean, it didn't make sense in one way, but somehow I understood it. So yeah, it was overall a pretty good trip. Yeah, I know there was not a lot of special stuff happening, but there was some crazy stuff. I wish I could have done a little bit more for this vlog. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed vlog number 30. My return to Atlanta. Oh, and good news. And an incident did not. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I heard my phone beeping, and it was a guy. It was my friend Lamar, and so yeah, we weren't able to meet up this weekend and stuff like that. And yeah, there was just things going on, blah blah blah. But you know, he did say that he has plans to come up to New York, so hopefully we could try to maybe meet up or something, and then maybe see if Foxborough or MetLife Stadium is bound to take place, then maybe we'll see if we'll head up to a show up there. But I have to make sure that my schedule is free and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I never know if I'm gonna have a show already or if I'm gonna be at somewhere else, but it's gonna be pretty tough. Anyways, guys, we're gonna wrap up the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will try to announce, like, if anything comes up, like whether if I'm gonna move into an apartment or vlog videos are coming back, I will try to announce it when I can. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this vlog. This was Mark Galloway, and I will see you when I can.